Rise from your grave.
Whoa, just fell in. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Game Grave. We're covering something really special here. I've had this sitting on my desktop for a couple weeks now and just been looking to check this out and show it off to you guys here. But this is the Rayman prototype on the Super Nintendo. This was recently discovered, and as you can tell, it's a bit different from the PlayStation version of Rayman that eventually came out, and obviously much different from the Rayman Legends and Origins games that we're used to nowadays. But I've been a fan of the Rayman series for quite some time, so I was really interested to check this out. You can see that the game actually had like some artwork done. Rayman's a bit it's a bit pudgier in this, but he's got idle animations. You know, he's got waiting animations. He puts his boombox out and he does some break dancing as he's waiting for you to move him around, which is totally 90s, which is pretty great. I'm not really sure when this came out, or rather when this was developed. It obviously never came out. If I had to wager a guess, I don't know, like 93, maybe 94. I'm not really sure. But anyway, yeah, this is the prototype. This is Rayman. He's got a very slow, strange walk. He does have a jump. He can jump up on this pipe thing and immediately fall down. Now, this is not going to be a super long playthrough because there isn't much to check out here. As you can see here, though, there is quite a weird little level here we have to walk through. You can see the parallax background in the front and the back, which is really cool. So it looks sharp for a Super Nintendo game. So we're on some sort of like alien spaceship or something like that. It's quite apparent that this was before they had nailed down the aesthetic in the world of Rayman. Over here, this looks like this is supposed to be some kind of a tube or a button or something, but it doesn't do it. You can see when Rayman hits the top of the level here, you know, it kind of widens out, looks very strange. But you can tell a lot of the other things about Rayman are... that was something I didn't know about. Anyway, a lot of the other things about Rayman are still there. You know, his detachable arms, or rather hands, detachable hands and feet. And his head is pretty much the same, too. It's a, you know, nose with the big eyes and the hair. That's all the same. He's just a little pudgier, and he's red. He's not purple. So, yeah, if you hold down the run button here, apparently I didn't even know there was a run button, but there is. He'll run around. Doesn't go too much faster than he goes right there, but he'll definitely two-step it. And you got to jump, so let's move up here. So, you know, we jumped through that little funnel tube thing there, very Mario. We can't go back down it, though. But if we go up over here, you see the bubbles in this, like, weird little vial tube thing over here. You drop down over here. We're definitely in some kind of a sludge or slime. This is probably supposed to hurt Rayman at one point. So there's that. And then you head over here. You got this weird thing going on in the background. I'm not quite sure what it is. But you move on to this area, and there's obviously like this little tube thing, and you're probably supposed to go into this, you know, and jump up it, or it's supposed to launch you to the next area. But obviously that is not included in this prototype. Again, this is titled, you know, Rayman Early Prototype. So, I mean, I don't think they even got the NES or SNES version of this game even past this. And at this point, I believe we have to reset if we want to see it again. So let's do that. And... And for those out there, we're breaking the illusion. We're using an emulator because this is the only way to check out this prototype. So just so you know, but I'm sorry. While I was talking there, I missed the one thing I really wanted to show off here. It says if we reset it and it starts out, because it starts out right at that moment when he drops. If we go over to the left, you'll see that they did actually put in a dizzying or falling from high animation as well. So we'll include that here too. So let's reset. So as he's falling... Oh, he didn't do it that time. I think it's because I hit the path. Let's try this one more time. I swear we'll get this. Right here. Right there. So he's got little birds around his head and everything. So they included that. So you can see they included a lot of animation and stuff like that. I don't know if they had created this and wanted it to be sort of a proof of concept for, Ubisoft or whoever they were pitching it to at the time. And, they showed it off like, this is Rayman, he's hip, he break dances, he's a little pudgy, but he's cool. He gets dizzy when he falls from a high place. And that's how they pitched it, but I don't know. I think it's interesting because there's a little bit of history. There was a weird... There we go. Did you see that? He apparently is hitting something. There's some sort of invisible platform right here, which is why he's hitting that. But when you go wide, when you hit the top of something and fall, he kind of does that whoa, whoa, whoa thing. So Rayman actually had a lot of animations programmed into him for just this little early prototype. But yeah, I mean, this is pretty much about it. I think it's really interesting. Like I said, I'm a big Rayman fan. I've always liked the series, and I thought it was cool that this came out. Oh, look, he's even got a on the ledge animation here. So I thought it was cool that this was discovered and was put out because it's... Oh, look, he even sits on the edge there and sings a tune. That is really cool. I'm glad that they included a lot of this stuff. But yeah, I think it's really cool that they finally released something like this just to check out. It's fun to see Rayman in his, really, really, really early days and see what he was all about here. Even if it is just like, 10 to 20 seconds of gameplay, if you could even call it that. But it's fun to see where he came from. This is the true Rayman origin. So, well, thanks for watching, everybody. Sorry that's such a short video. Normally these videos go for at least like 15 to 30 minutes or so. But this is just a really quick look at something that was, I feel like, a part of history and definitely needs to be seen by people. So, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on the Game Grave. And don't forget to check out the other shows I have on my channel. I have GGRC, where I cover contemporary games, and I have the Quake Grave, where I play through all kinds of old Quake maps. Enjoy!